Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another episode here on Alma, Missouri. So, we're in December 1. About 8 in the morning. We just in grabbing some coffee. We got up early. And we have a full dry bin. It's top full to the brim. As you can see, we have moved the auger here. That takes from the dryer to the dry bin. We still have plenty of corn. We shut the dryer down. There's no point in drying it while we don't have anywhere to go with it. So we have about 5,000 liters left in the dryer that needs to go somewhere, as well as about 14,000 liters of corn. Thinking we might just sell that off. What is it, like 19,000 liters of dry corn once we get that finished. Bill should be here shortly, or Bobby, not sure who, but we're gonna get one of them. They're gonna get out into that back field, get some chisel plowing done, hopefully get the field done. As you can see in the top right, we do have snow coming, so we got to get out there. Hopefully they show up soon. We need to get the unload auger hooked up because we got to haul some rye this morning. So rye is in this bin, 132,000 liters, ready to haul out because the price is already dropping. So we need to make sure that we're getting a solid price for that. We did, after the last episode, got a lot of machinery put back into the shed. As you can see, our catch-all area over there is pretty much cleaned out besides the manure spreader. This baler, while we warm this puppy up, this tractor, baler is going to be for sale. So this will be posted in my Discord at the time of release of this video. I'm sure it might go fast. Usually does. So if you're interested, hop on over to the Discord. Maybe take a look at the old girl, and I'm not sure how much we're selling it for yet. We will be selling it. Need to put a sweatshirt on. It's getting a little chilly out here. 46 degrees. It certainly ain't t-shirt weather anymore. We also did sell off 16 bales of grass hay to Dahl. Actually, I had it shipped all the way up to Wisconsin, where his farm is, in Ashton Corners. He's looking around in Discord, asked if anybody had any hay for sale. Sounds like he's a little bit short for the winter. Always happy to help if we can. He had to pay a little bit of a shipping fee, but we made more off that sale than we would have just selling it straight up to the local dealer, or hay sale point, whatever you want to say. Just get this auger positioned in here now. It's going to be the main job for today. Tillage with one of the guys, and hauling rye for us, really. Alright, so we just got ourselves weighed in up here at the elevator. Load number 1 for the day. As we were getting loaded out, Bobby did show up, and he is out getting some tillage done. So forgot that we gave Bill the day off today, just staying home, spending time with his wife. It's a busy time of year for harvest season, so you don't get to see your family all too often. So the guys that aren't full-time, we definitely like to give them a break. So such as Bill. Bobby, he doesn't have a choice. He's got to come in. We got work to do. Full-time guys, they don't get a break. But yeah, so we're just gonna get this dumped. Hopefully we make a very nice chunk of money. Really looking forward to seeing how much we have. We do have some debt that we should probably pay off at some point. $30,000 worth, or $300,000 worth of debt. Well, I guess at this point it is a little bit less. So what is it, like 40 or 262,000 ish? We'll take that in consideration. Not sure what we'll do yet. Obviously, there's a few options for land. We need to buy a planter for sure, because we did sell our planter and didn't replace that yet, so that's a big must. We need to buy a new hay cutter, either a hay vine or a disc vine. Other than that, we really don't have a ton of need. I guess if we're going to sell our baler, we're going to have to buy a new baler, which I have one in mind. Definitely a newer style baler. But yeah, anyway, we'll keep, I was going to say trucking. We're not really trucking, we're just hauling with the wagons. But anyway, as I continue rambling on about nothingness, we'll cut to the next part here in a second. We'll see you guys then. A little past noon now, and we are hauling our last load of rye. Don't have a full load, just a little over, well, exactly 1,076 bushels. These wagons. It is snowing, as you can see. It just started snowing. Thinking that, I mean, it's not going to take, I don't know how it's snowing, because it's 48 degrees out. So I guess just ignore that. I don't really understand how weather works in this game, to be honest with you sometimes. It can be so funky. But whatever. So it's not gonna stick. Right, so that's good. Bobby is starting to work the back part of that field. If you want to take a look at him. He's starting to do the center up downs in the back part. Oh, he'll be done by the end of the day. So all that fretting about tillage not getting done for no reason. We're gonna be plenty fine. Obviously, if we do pick up some more ground, it might actually end up being an issue. So, but that's problems for another day. For now, we're just going to enjoy seeing all this money in our bank account. Come back in and get this last one loaded. It came in a little crooked there. Probably could pull up a little bit more. We're not dumping in the back of the pit. Big old pit up here at the elevator. Takes the crop really nice. And pretty much just full out dump. Oh, it's a nice big pit. Really nice unloading speed. You don't have to baby it at all. So 10,530 or 73. 10,573. There. That's what we got on the last wagon. So we are up to $172,000 in the old bank account. It's just gonna keep going up. We got a lot of corn to haul. We're gonna have beans that we can look forward to making some money on this summer. That's good. Our main job right now is to get those straw bales sold. Really got to get those sold because they are just starting to really downgrade in quality, especially if they're gonna have some snow taking place. We don't want to be hauling hay or straw in the snow, so especially when it's on the ground, because we know how bad the snow can get. So that is our job right now. We're gonna hop out of the tractor, put the tarps back on the top, and start moving some straw bales. We were busy hauling away, and then I just completely forgot that we had this load of soybean bales down here that we need to make sure that we aren't forgetting about. Obviously, I'm aware that this job would take far, far longer. We were doing it the correct way by manually loading them, but I guess it's the precedent that we've set so far in this series that we're at the moment not doing manual loading. I would have to do some more preparation for this job. If we were actually manual loading these, we would have probably had to start getting on that long ago. But luckily, I don't know, we aren't using manual load right now, so it does make things go a little bit quicker, which is nice because these episodes are already starting to take quite a bit of extra time to record. Just so much going on, and that's just how it is with these series. That's why I feel like around that 30 episode mark, has been when a lot of these series have kind of come to an end. We're not there right now with this one. We're still going strong. I'm still really loving this one. And loads of fun still, and I look forward to playing it all the time still. So, but it's because with the it just starts to take long. It's a grind. It starts to become a grind, and episodes take longer and more devotion, and starts to feel like you can't get episodes out nearly as fast and all that stuff, which kind of is a bummer to me, but it's all right. It is what it is. It's kind of part of the thing. MrFarquar, he is, I've mentioned it before, he's kind of the OG on the map challenge guy. He has so many more rules than us too. Like his is like way more hardcore, and the fact that he is nearing completion of that challenge is just insane. He's been playing that save for over a year, which is just unfathomable to me. I would get sick of it. But he's dedicated, so props to him. But yeah, one of those things. Feels like we'll never actually complete the challenge, but it's a fun thing to do. I almost turned into like we were going up to the elevator. It's a fun thing to challenge ourselves with. It keeps us kind of motivated and going. Anywho, so these are our soybean straw bales. See how much we can sell these for. We're making some pretty good money. We've hauled 2 loads already of the straw. The ones kind of over by the front of the farm, kind of sitting by the bins, not the ones at the back. Maybe, well, if we hauled 3, maybe we've hauled 3 loads actually. I don't know. But yeah, so we're clearing those old, because those bales are real old. Those have been sitting there for a long time. And then we'll start working on getting the newer ones that are kind of behind the shop sold. So that is the plan. Alright, so we are out here taking over for Bobby. We sent Bobby home, gave him the day off, the rest of the day off. Well, it wasn't a super short day, but it's not a super long day either. We got the bales sold. We are up to $233,000, and that is not including the sale of any corn or anything. So this is just from the rye. The bales, the straw bales were sold pretty well. Well, I don't know if they sold well. I mean, you're getting like 11 grand for each load, which is solid. That's some pretty good money in the bank for sure. What's in the used section? Nothing. Nothing that we want or would fit the farm. So yeah, we're just gonna finish up tilling. Wanted to get a little bit of chisel plowing in. Obviously, we don't get to do a whole lot of this with running the combine and all that, and running the planter in the spring. So tillage is one that I really enjoy myself, but we just don't get to do it because we have, I wouldn't say more important jobs, but just different jobs that we got to get done. So there's a few spots here on the corners that we are going to have to go back through and make sure we pick up. And I'm thinking about maybe taking a pass or 2 around from the grass, just slightly expanding this field a bit where we can. We did that actually on 8. So the east field I've talked about, east field. We did that in that field. Took a little bit closer on the east side of that field, closer to the road. As well as there was some spots, or there was some places where we could take a little bit more on the southwest side as well. We're by the field entrance. Thinking we might do that in a few spots here, like possibly right over here on this west side. I feel like there's enough where we could take at least 1 width of the chisel plow. So we would have to maybe trim back some trees if we are going to do that. Thinking that we're going to end up renting a dozer. We're going to do some more tree clearing this winter / early spring. Depends on how heavy the snow is going to get. I'm sure it's going to be the same as every year, where it's likely that we're going to be kind of out of commission of doing anything because the snow is just so heavy. So, but I would like to get something going with tree removal. Even I'm thinking about removing this tree line. We'll keep the waterway in there, but just having the tree line gone would be nice, I'm thinking. So there, that tree line. What other one was I thinking? This tree line here, I'd like to combine 32 and 31 this coming year. Turn that one into a bigger field. It would slightly ruin the crop rotation in one of those fields, but that's a thing I'm willing to do. Create a little bit bigger there. I think those two would merge together pretty seamlessly. And as we get bigger equipment, nice to have bigger fields, because it's just kind of a pain to move your big equipment around to a bunch of small fields all the time. I'm sure we're going to continue to merge our fields. And it's just something you do. I mean, it's something real life farmers do. I mean, heck, I think it seems like the guy I work for, I mean, I've only worked for him 2 years, but it seems like both years he's been doing some sort of tree removal. He's been taking fence lines down over the summer, or the winter. Because trees are just not good for your end rows. Most of the time they just yield nothing. Very, very, very low yields on your end rows. You know, the environment would like to keep those trees probably, but it's a balancing act, I think, so. So yeah, just wanted to check in here. Probably the next time we'll see you, we'll be selling some corn. Making a little bit of moolah from that. Maybe even doing a little snow blowing. I'm guessing that job's going to be coming soon. We do have the snow blower hooked up to the case, the big case, because we are using the 8110 for hauling this winter. It's got a little bit beefier engine under to get us through this thick snow sometimes. Anywho, so that's going to wrap up December 1 at least. Probably not going to see it until December 3, because that's usually when the price starts really hiking up there, and then we'll probably finish selling our dry corn in January. So it is December 3 now, and we are doing our snow blowing bit. Gotta always show the snow blowing a little bit, right? I gotta prove to you guys that I actually do snow blow on here. As you can see, you might notice something's different. We got ourselves a rear-facing snowblower instead of kind of the one that you like drive over and then it, you know, a front-facing, I guess. So, yeah, this is a rear-facing. I know I'm not doing it very realistic, but you gotta bear with me a little bit. So yeah, we actually have the other one in the shop right now. We are going to be posting that one on Discord too, so if you guys are dealing with snow as well, wherever you farm, you might have a good deal on a snowblower. I think we're going to be selling it for about $2.5 grand. It's a pretty good deal on the snowblower. The tractor is currently snowed in. We gotta get that guy out. We did put the remainder of the dry corn in the trailer, and we are currently drying the last little bit because we're gonna start hauling probably later today. I don't think we're gonna have to wait until January. Luckily, just creating a little bit more room for us to turn around. Yeah, this snowblower is really nice. I really like the snowblower. It is a Takvam brand. I think it's a European brand, but it is a good little snowblower, and I believe it's an all-platform snowblower. I don't have a whole lot of stuff that I can say is all platforms, but I'm almost positive this one's all platforms. If not, I apologize. We're working on getting the snow moved. We're gonna have to probably, well, we are gonna have to plow out the driveway as well once we finally get the yard cleaned up. We gotta definitely get cleaned up around the bin spout there, the bin unload, and get the tractor out. That's kind of the main stuff. Bin unload, get the driveway cleared, and get the tractor unburied. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I have not been keeping up very good with this job. Our cows have been pretty well stocked on food. I was sent an edited version of those pastures to have grazing enabled on them, so I appreciate it. You know who you are that sent them to me. Just not saying your name because I don't want you to possibly get blown up by people that are asking you to get the mod, so appreciate it. And we'll do those things that we mentioned, and then we'll start hauling probably later this evening and in January. So looking forward to that. We did buy one other thing, probably just show you guys later on, because I'm sure we'll be just plowing or just snow blowing out of the field. That's probably dangerous. Yeah, because we'll probably buy a few more pieces of equipment, so we'll try to just go through all the equipment later on, whatever we buy over the winter time. Alright, so we are starting to load out now. We did bring a load up to the elevator already, our first load. What I didn't tell you guys is that we are contracted with Sedalia. It's a company that is quite far from now, but they were selling, or they were buying corn, so they work with the elevator, and because the elevator has access to the tracks, they move grain from our local elevator over there. So that is actually where we're selling our corn to. All of our dry corn. We are trucking it in there, or hauling it in there. I don't know why I keep saying trucking. Maybe it's time to, maybe it's a sign that it's time to get a truck or something. I don't know, but yeah, so that's where we're going to be selling it, Sedalia. So that means that we're going to be using the train. We're going to just haul all of our corn up there, and then we'll sell it. I did rent the train that first time to make sure that it would work, because I know that there were issues at one point with the train. So I just wanted to make sure it did work now. So, but from now on, we're just going to haul all of our corn up to the elevator here. They're going to store it, and then we're just going to get paid in one big old chunk once we finally get that all of it sold. So but yeah, it's going to be a lot of money. We'll just say that we're going to make a good chunk of money. So I'm not going to really say or show the price. I think we're just going to show you guys once we get it all sold. That is going to be the plan, but we'll go through the whole process, get weighed in here. We actually dump in this bit. So they actually, I mean, our local elevator does sell a lot out of, you know, using the train. I mean, all these bins are just massive, but so we use this second pit here because it goes directly into these bins instead of them having to transfer it through that big old leg there, through the old pit or whatever elevator. I don't know however you want to say it, but this part is all the newer addition that they put on within the last 10 years. We'll get dumped. We'll probably sell it all off, and then we'll come back to you guys when we have a grand total. It's pretty exciting, let me tell you. We're gonna have a lot of money. I think we're gonna be able to pay off our debt and buy a nice field. Got the tarps on. Last bit of corn going out. Didn't take too long today, but we got it all out. Really looking forward to seeing this money in our bank account. I'll go over kind of what we're doing, because obviously the dry corn, I guess how do you say it, that most people use for like drying bins and stuff, it's like corn 2, right? But Celebuki did his own corn I think he called it like corn dry or something like that. So there's different ones, so it doesn't like sync up with the corn drying add-on or anything like that. So we're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how I'm remedying that. I thought I changed it in this map. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I did, but maybe I didn't do it right. I don't know. But I gotta get through this episode. As you can see, maybe in the top right, it is 12:24 a.m. right now for me on a Saturday night, and I am determined to finish this episode and get it rendering overnight so you guys can watch it on Sunday. I hate missing Sundays. I hate it. So we will be getting this video out no matter what. Get this dumped. Well, I guess I'll explain this to you while we're dumping. Actually, gotta turn left here. Going to the second pit. The new pit. So yeah, we're dumping. We can dump here. So if you take a look, so this is his dry corn. You see, selling for a lot of money. $62 or so. And then the dry corn that he is using, or that the dryer uses, is this one, and that's only selling for $31.67, which isn't hardly any different than regular corn, right? So pretty much the dry corn is selling for double. So $31.67 is what, 62 something. So whatever we get from the corn, the sale of the corn, I'm doubling it, because that's what it is, right? So this dry corn that Celebuki uses in the map sells for double the price of my dry corn. I will get that changed for next year just to make it more legit, but I hope you guys don't crucify me in the comments for doing that. I hope you agree with the fact that it is okay. I know it's a very, very unrealistic amount of money, but like I said, this is a big challenge. We're not like playing the most realistic that we ever have before with this challenge. You know, we do the sim station realism. You know, we got our hired workers. We try to keep the equipment relatively realistic, but when it comes to making money on this challenge, we're not playing on hard, you know, any of that stuff. So you guys get the gist. Get the train at some point here, probably when we get it. We're probably going to sell it later this evening, and then we'll cut back to you guys when, at some point, when we're buying some fields, most likely. And maybe if something pops up in the used market. But used market's been a real disappointment for us this year, honestly. Well, this year, later in the year, when we're actually in the market to buy some equipment. But we did buy one thing. We did buy one thing off the used market, so I'll catch you guys here very shortly. So like the knucklehead that I am, I went to bed. Not for real, but in game after we got back to the farm. Just didn't even think about it. Fed the cows up quick, and then just completely forgot about what we were doing. Hey, look at that. Look how much we're filling. We got the front, the red one filled, we got that medium one filled, and now we just put more in that back grilling. 6,248 bushel of corn. We're inside the train. It's kind of neat. I never use the trains, but it's kind of cool. Take in the view from the train. It's a lot different. It's part of the map that you just never see. Obviously there's loads of snow, so it's not like you're really seeing anything, but coming up on the old hog farm up on the left. Yes, we want to sell the goods. So 202,898. So 202 2,898. 2,898. I think is what it was. 2,898. So we have $731,000. How slick is that? I think that's pretty stinking slick. If you ask me. Well, we're back in the shop now, just through the magic of editing. Well, I guess while we're in the shop, oh, we got some snow in here. Must us snow blowed some snow inside the shop. This is our used purchase. It's a rock rake. Degelman rock rake. Got it for $4,000. Pretty sweet. That'll help us get rid of those rock issues. I'm buying this rake because any new fields that we buy always have rocks in them. So I figured it's not that bad if we just do the rocks once. We got this rock rake. Might have to pick up a picker as well then, because this will just rake them in a row. Because we could probably get one of those Degelman like other pickers, right? And we can just drive over the windrow of rocks and not just go up and down for an eternity trying to pick up rocks. Should work out a lot better. I'm also thinking I should be able to use Courseplay with this. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Not, I'm going to be really upset, but so this was a nice little pickup. We are in the back of the shop, just tinkering with a few things this morning, getting this snowblower looked over, so we can post her on in Discord, get it sold. Working on the truck a little bit, needed an oil change, a little bit of service as well. But so we're just in here during the cold winter, getting some stuff done. But we're going to pay off some loans. So we are going to take out, we are going to pay this whole $250,000 loan off. If we just go like higher than what it will, it'll just do it itself. Paid. And then we're going to buy this field. This is what we're going to do. We're going to buy this field. I don't know if we're going to buy it yet, right now, but that is what we're going to do. We're going to buy that puppy. Or should we buy this field? So we get 12, does it say acres? It's hectares. Okay, well 1240 hectares. Oh, the soil in this in 230 is really good though. The yield potential in that puppy is real nice, but I would really like to just kind of claim this whole thing, so then we can use it for expansion as well if we ever need to. I feel like that's the best move. I feel like we should pick up 36. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think about that? That's $438,000. Oof. And then we need a planter. There's this 12 row. There's this 12, or is that a 16? There is a 12 row somewhere. This is 16. 4. This is 12. There's this kind of newer Great Plains 12 row that we could pick up. That'd be kind of a good, good little pickup, I feel like. Or there is the Kinsey. Go back to Kinsey and get this guy. This is a nice 12 row as well. This was my original idea. Not sure that I would want to do center fill yet. I don't know if we want to get that new yet. I was thinking maybe extended boxes with fertilizer in it. Maybe we'd go center fill. Maybe go center fill. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? A little center fill gives us the opportunity to do a little no-till. We do like our Kinsey planters, so that is, what is that? 54,000. Which was the other one? 72,000 if we wanted to go with this guy. So that would be a bit more expensive. Obviously the early rishers are just insane. So it's either between the Great Plains or the Kinsey, which I think we're probably going to go with the Kinsey. Yeah. So we're going to do that. We're not going to do it on screen yet, because I do want to wait a little bit, but I do want to finish this episode up as well. So, I had the time turned down while we were driving the train. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it for the episode, guys. Really, there's not much left. I mean, we're not doing anything. Like I said, we're just kind of taking care of some stuff. We'll probably pull some tractors in here, do a little winter maintenance on them. But yeah, for the next few, I don't know, month or so, we're just going to be hanging out in the shop, getting some stuff done. So thank you guys for watching. If you're still here, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing that, and you can be notified with updated content. I do try to do every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday videos, as well as a few live streams a week. Definitely check out the live streams. Those have been a blast. Thank you to all the community members. We are at 193 community members. That is insane. It is $2.99 to become a member. I feel like that was pretty fair price. I actually lowered it. YouTube recommends $5. I lowered it. I was just like, I don't feel like there's just one tier. One tier, everybody gets the same thing for $2.99. So if you want to become a member, you get early access to the videos. I usually release them a day early for YouTube channel members, and you have a special channel in the Discord to hang out as well. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be back come springtime, or yeah, probably springtime, probably even before we start field fitting, because we got some trees to move. So hope you guys look forward to that. Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.